All right, welcome back for second period action here at the Sports Stable between the Rough Riders and the Dallas Snipers. It's a 4-2 lead for the Rough Riders after a pair of goals by Nikita Sheberoff late in that period that put them in position to have the lead they have now. So we'll see how things get going. It's a shot from Mingus in the corner, saved by Newell. Now Scott sends this one back down. A rough tumble there for Albert in the corner. Scott's able to get this back down low. It's hard to handle for Mingus. And now Sheberoff will pick it off and come back down the other way. Nikita Sheberoff enters the zone with speed, coming right in, looking for three. Sheberoff can never get that shot off. And now Wyrock trying to get it back up to the point for Albert. Albert puts it down, takes a shot, a rebound attempt there. Sheberoff couldn't get a stick on it. And now Scott tries to ring this one around, but Bosniak will go down and pinch. So they're able to send it through the middle, but waiting for it was Albert, who now takes a shot, that one high, and caught by Williams.
You've got to think that Coach Paul was pretty happy with the first period, aside from that turnover that led to the Dallas goal.
Certainly still a couple of teaching moments for the Rough Riders. They were able to put up 4, and I think that is certainly a positive for the team to take out of it when you can get the offense going. It looked rough to start, and then in the second half of that period, they really put the pressure on. But I think the way they gave up the goals will still have a coach pulling his hair out. As now Velikopolski enters the zone. Tautfest pokes this one away. Now gets it back up to Bosnayev, who backhands it right back down to Tautfest. He's got an option in the slot, but can't get it out before Polasek gets on him. And now here is Kelly back in the slot for steal. Couple of moves, but never went back inside. Is now back up to the point for Bosniak, but it hops over his stick. And he's going to have to race back to get to this one first. And he breaks the stick in half of Cooper. So Bosniak with an interesting strategy there, as long as the referee doesn't call that against him. Cooper went in for that stick, or for that puck, and he slashed his stick in half. Now Velikopolski up for Kelly. Now Tautfest, backhand shot on goal, saved by Williams. Although, to be fair, that stick broke rather easily. Vasicek curls back around. He's hit by Tautfest. And now Bierkorn trying to get it through, and now here's a chance. Halotnik coming back down. He takes a shot, but deflected. Well defended by Bishop. Now Sanchez back in for back. Here comes Eric back. He's got some options with him. Drop pass in for Sanchez, back to back. An opening here, Sanchez was wide open. They couldn't get that pass to him quickly or cleanly enough. Now Woodley curls back from Bierkorn. Beautiful pass and a shot by Sanchez right in the slot. And Bishop will send it back in deep. So the Rough Riders looking good here. Marshman trying to dig that puck away from Bierkorn, gets it. Now here comes Woodley out of the corner, shot taken, and they're forced an icing against Dallas. So the Rough Riders putting on the pressure here in period number 2.
Yeah, the Rough Riders are doing a really good job of staying aggressive and being in the Dallas zone, setting up real nicely right in front of the goal there.
They had a few opportunities there. Sanchez right in the slot was trying to bury one. Fitzgerald trying to dig this one out. Malte land in there as well, and coming out with it here is Bushman. Walks in, takes a shot. Saved by Williams, but he didn't exactly know where it was. This looks like this one may have hit something when it was shot up in the air. There's something you don't see every day. Dylan Fitzgerald having a calm conversation with someone on the other team, and their gloves stayed on.
Right. I'm sure it was a heated debate. But at the very least, all of their gloves stayed on.
No fights as of yet. Now set up for another draw. Fitzgerald wins this one back. Now drops it off for Albert. Shot taken. Williams never knew that one came through. Well, it went high and over the net anyway. It's now Modine trying to dig it out. Marshman takes it from him, and Wyrock gets it right over to Bushman. Albert gets it back over for Malte Landon. Comes off his stick, and Madzi will ring it behind the net. Avram gets a deflection on that, but this should be an icing call. And is. So the Rough Riders will finish up their line change. And once again, the scenario puts itself here for the top line to take advantage of a tired unit for Dallas. It all comes from winning the draw. And if they can keep them in this zone for longer, they can really put some pressure on here. As now Velikopolski has it on the point, so they did win that draw. And Telegani now with it. Drops it back for Wyrock. Wyrock, his shot across the goal mouth. No one was waiting there. Bosnaev tips it back into the zone. Telegani goes to save it, but they can't keep it in. So we'll get a whistle. It looks like this will be an offside. So Wyrock wins this draw. Now Bosnaev for Velikopolski. Across the ice for Telegani. Now Wyrock trying to backhand that one for Shibarov. And instead we'll get another icing call here against the Dallas Snipers, unless Bosnaev can beat this one out a little bit quicker, but there'd be no need to do that, really. He lets it go, and we get an icing call. The Rough Riders keeping the shift short.
Keeping their guys fresh and aggressive.
And that's the mentality they want to keep going here. As now Birdnick's holding on to it. As Kelly down low for back. An opportunity in the slot. They couldn't get that one to Bishop, who was creeping in. Now behind the net for Drew. Back digs it out, but it's taken away there by Eaton. But stripped back away by Back. Nice job there. Kelly deflects it back in towards the Sniper zone. As Scott will get this one off the glass, and this should be another easy icing call. So they're forcing Dallas really to just send it away, and they have not created any offense of their own here in the second period.
Yeah, I mean, the strategy is going to wear down Dallas, but then again, you're not creating a lot of your own chances.
So we'll see as they get another line change here. Woodley set to take the draw. So there's some deliberation here. But with exactly 15 minutes to go here in the second period, we're back underway. Sanchez trying to dig that one out. It's got Eaton and Scott both there, but now coming out with it here is Mingus, who will backhand this one right through the middle. Albert tried to palm it down, but couldn't grab it. Now here's Bushman. Off the boards back to Albert. Through the middle, Woodley tried to knock that one out of the air. Couldn't do it, and we'll get an icing call now against the Rough Riders. So this face-off right off to the right-hand side of L.J. Newell. Woodley trying to win this draw. It's poked away there by Ladonic, and it almost went in front for Cooper. Cooper's been dangerous at times this weekend for the Snipers. Now taken away by Sanchez, coming up with speed. Here comes Braden Sanchez. His shot taken won't count, though, because that play was offsides. Polisic now shoving Sanchez. Now getting a talking to from the referee. I think he was upset that that shot was still taken by Sanchez after the offsides, but sometimes when you're already in that shooting position, the whistle was a little late. As Fitzgerald dumps this one in off the draw. Drop back for Polisic. But he can't get it out of his zone. Fitzgerald's waiting for it. His shot blocked. Now Bushman curling away and stepping in. Gets a pass across for Zane Marshman. Waited a bit long on that shot. And it was saved by Williams. Now back out and through the middle of the ice. Bushman will collect. As he now cuts back through again, but almost allowed Vasicek to pick that one up. DeRosier holding out Vasicek. Polisic jumping in late. Holding down DeRosier's head now and rips his helmet off. And DeRosier not happy about that. Polisic looked like he went in there with intentions. And now continuing to talk to DeRosier, but he went in there and just ripped the helmet off. There was nothing really else going on there. That should be a call, and it looks like it is. And Polisic will find his way to the box.
Well, the Dallas Snipers are going to try to get the Rough Riders off their game, a little bit frustrated. It worked well for them on Friday night. Hopefully the Rough Riders will respond like they did last night and just really be collected, box them out, stay in their zone. They did a really good job of the PK last night.
So we're still getting an official word. I watched the head referee point to Polisic on multiple occasions and tell him to get in the box, and he has yet to go. But they do only have 4 men on the ice. So I'm not sure exactly what the situation is until they put up the numbers or someone goes in the box.
Coach Paul's asking for an explanation also.
Well, they only have 4 men out there, so it's like they're accepting that they have a penalty, but they won't put anyone in. Now we get the official word here from the ref, and he's telling him to get in there. And he directed him there multiple times, and he just went to the bench instead. But now Polisic in the box, so a power play here for your Superior Rough Riders, and they'd love to add to the score. But again, that just seemed like a really odd series of events for no real reason. But anyway, Telegani now off the draw. And Sheberoff gets it up top to Bushman. Bushman across for Albert, now across for Sheberoff. His shot up off the bar and over the net. He's looking for 3. There's now Wyrock in the corner. Back up to Albert. His shot taken, deflected in front. Evan Williams is able to cover, and now Telegani takes multiple shots from different guys. Sheberoff immediately jumps in to help out. The Rough Riders do outnumber the Snipers on the ice right now, but there were 3 Dallas players surrounding Chase Telegani, trying to rip his helmet off his head. Yeah, Sheberoff went in to defend, but they'd like him to stay on the ice, and now we'll get a quick change of lines anyway from Coach Paul here.
I think one of the Snipers is heading off to the box.
It looks like Sheberoff is going to the box as well, and that is for defending Chase Telegani on that play, but it looks like this will be coincidental, so it still should remain 5-on-4 for the Rough Riders. And the faceoff will now come out of the zone because of that fray. So the Rough Riders still on the power play, despite Sheberoff now coming off for the next 2, so he won't be out there for this power play. There's now Bishop trying to come through, and he turns it over, and now Mingus has a breakaway. Christopher Mingus walks in, takes a shot. That one saved by L.J. Newell. Great job to make up for the defensive lapse there. Now with speed, here comes Dylan Steele through the middle, but couldn't handle the puck, as Graham Scott sends it all the way back down. They're able to do that because they are shorthanded. Mingus trying to pick up this puck, but time wasted here on this power play. Now Bishop back through the center ice, but that pass is picked off. Steele able to bring it back in. Cutting into the middle, Dylan Steele, shot and scores. Dylan Steele, great individual effort. Despite it being a power play, Steele takes it into his own hands, and it's 5-2 Superior.
That was a very good aggressive play by Dylan Steele. Just get the puck and get down there.
They were trying to set a pass to him, but they were forcing passes with Snipers in the way. One of the Dallas players couldn't handle the puck. Dylan Steele stole it from him, went down, and did the rest on his own. And it's now 5-2 Rough Riders. It's nice to see the power play be handled well there, even with Sheberoff in the box. But this other unit here, able to bury a beautiful power play goal. As Valakopolsky gets it back up the boards and back down deep. Polisic, fresh out of the box. We'll curl this one around for Modine. It does get out, and Bosniev will regroup, gets it, a beautiful pass to back, and now they come right back into attack mode. Although Steele went to change, so that pass never made it over to him. And now Sanchez will have to come back and pick this one up in his own zone. Sanchez, beautiful job to curl away from the pressure there. As Polisic looks like he's on a mission to hit more than he is get that puck, as Sanchez almost walked right through and made a play there. Velikopolski's shot goes wide. Toutfest got a stick on it. As now again, Bosniev saves this one and sends it back in. As Polisic takes the check from Toutfest. Portel now with it, chips it off the boards, and Bosniev can't slow that one down, and Velikopolski will have to go get it. Off the boards to Sanchez. Can open something up for Woodley if he can break through speed-wise, but nice job there by Plodonik to slow that down. Here's Velikopolski. Plodonik trying to find Portel. Can't handle the pass, and Bosniev will backhand it back past Madzi. 10:52 left in the second period. As a 5-2 game for the Rough Riders. They have the only goal here in this second period. It was a power play goal moments ago by Dylan Steele. Here's Borlas. Cutting in, can't get past Bushman. And now Fitzgerald looking to pick up the puck here, but he's by himself waiting for help. Fitzgerald gets tripped, no call. But he's able to pick the puck back up. And Albert comes out with it. Possible 3-on-1. Here's Marshman. Gets a shot, can't get it through. He couldn't corral it as quickly as I think he wanted to. And Williams was able to cover.
That was a good chance for the Rough Riders on that. It's too bad the Marshman just couldn't bury it between the post.
It's a nice play there by Albert to find him in the slot. And Marshman, like we said, just couldn't quite bring that to a shooting position quickly enough. As here's Cooper for the Snipers. Gets it up to Vasicek. Vasicek can't control it. And now Sheberoff out of the box. Vasicek now with it on the other side. Trying to get through, but a great play by Telegani to rip it back from him. Scott rings this one around the boards. Sheberoff slows it down. But now Hodonic coming through for the Snipers. He gets checked by Telegani. And Albert can't get it out quickly enough. So Dallas still in a dangerous position here. Vasicek. It's taken by Albert, and now Wyrock has got Telegani. Back in front for Albert. Albert's shot goes high and over everything. Wyrock now back across for Albert. Some miscommunication there. They were trying to hold that one. It gets past Albert. And now here's Cooper. Vasicek coming out with it. Cooper was not paying attention and went to the bench, and the puck went right by his direction. He would have had a clear shot on goal from there. Sheberoff gets taken down, and now two players throwing cross-checks at Sheberoff, and he's going right at Graham Scott. He did not like that. The power play was already coming for the Rough Riders, but Sheberoff took that situation into his own hands. He was not pleased. He took a check. He was on his way down. Graham Scott came in to hit him, and another player came to cross-check him. And Nikita didn't like that, and back to the box he goes, and Graham Scott will join him. I can't say I fully blame him, given that two players were coming at him, but with the power play already looming, you can let the referee handle it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate to have Nikita in the box, for sure. But the Rough Riders have been handling their on-ice play fairly well over the last penalty kill when he was in the box.
And I think there's moments where you just don't want to let other players take liberties on you. And I understand the frustration. I think the coaching staff trying to calm him down right now. But when you take a cross-check in the back, or in the back of the head area, and another player, as he was falling, hit him as well at the same time.
It was a bad series.
I certainly understand the frustration, but you want to remain calm and poised. He's pointing to his head right now as Coach Paul is talking to him. And I think he's saying he took a cross-check in the back of the head. The referee was behind him. He wasn't aware the referee saw it or had the penalty called, but at the same time, you want to keep your composure in these moments. And I think that's what he's being told to him right now. But at the same time, no player likes having liberties taken on him. And we'll get it all figured out.
For sure. And, the Dallas Snipers are, stirring up a lot of stuff right now. They're frustrated that, it worked well for them on Friday night to be on the power play. And unfortunately for them, they're not also being on the power play, but they are definitely getting the Rough Riders a little riled up. And so maybe Coach Paul can calm them all down.
You could tell that Polasek was on a mission at one point to just go after players. He was throwing some shots, and it looked like he wasn't really worried about the puck for the last few moments there, and that was kind of feeding off of where Dallas was coming from here. But you see it a lot. It happens a lot when a team is not winning a game and they see the star player. They have a chance to throw a shot at him. It looked like that's what Dallas went for.
Yeah, and Nikita's in their crosshairs tonight for sure.
He did even up the power play situation here, so we're back. Even strength here, 5-on-5. As Kelly will try and dig this one out here. He's got Mingus on his back. And Polasek gets this one up off the glass and around, but can't get it out. As Carl Drew will try and hold on to it here, but it's poked forward. And now Kelly dumps it back in. That one was close to being offsides. Here's Berdnix. Nice job there by Drew to hold the line. But now coming back the other direction here is Avram. Nice. And the first shot and save from Newell in some time. It's not always easy for goaltenders to spend a lot of time without having any action, so Newell able to make a save there for the first time in a moment. We've got 8:22 left in this period. Only one goal we've had so far, but a lot of the goal scoring in the first period came in the latter half of it. It's not often you'll keep a 6-goal pace per period anyway.
Not often.
Things will even themselves out at some point as back into the zone it goes, and Newell off the boards trying to find a teammate there, but couldn't get it, and now Cooper has an opening. Cooper backhands it behind the net, but nice job by Bosniev to block it off, but can't completely protect it from Ladonik, who now has it. But it's poked away from him, and Bosniev will curl away from that. Does a nice job to get it up to Sanchez, and now Marshman trying to get a stick on it. Marshman will be the first one to it. He's got Madzi on his back. He finds Sanchez. Sanchez is hit by Borlis. And it's knocked away there by Velikopolski. Dumped in deep by Sanchez, and they'll go for a change. Bierkorn will pick it up behind his own goal. Send this one up, but no one home. Or at least no one was paying attention to that pass, and it'll be an icing call here against Dallas. Right as the Rough Riders went for a complete change, so they have a full, healthy unit on the ice.
I feel like the passes are definitely getting away from both teams. Passes are definitely getting away from them. Easy passes that they should be paying more attention to for sure.
Ladonik able to pick this one up off the faceoff, coming through the middle. DeRosier comes from behind him and lays a check. Now DeRosier takes the puck with him and comes out. Now Fitzgerald up to Landon. Landon can't handle it completely, but now just sends it in deep. Bierkorn will ring this one around for Borlis, who can't find it. DeRosier tried to one-time it, just misfired. Albert with Vasicek. Vasicek comes out with it, though. Sends it up to Berdnix. Shot taken by Eaton goes over and deflected. Wyrock will chip it back up to Toutfest, who is now out with this top line with Sheberoff in the box. Bushman couldn't pick that one up, and he goes down. He's going to have to get back into a defensive position as Portel picks this one through. Here comes Portel. His shot taken and saved by Newell. Eaton takes a shot from the other side, and that's deflected into the corner. Also by Newell. Here's Wyrock now, though. A chance to break out. Coming forward with it is Thor Wyrock, diving defender back in front. A chance from the slot from Albert. That shot very high and didn't make it on goal. Bushman now back with it. Back into the middle for Telegani. He backhands it into the zone. Kelly going for it. He gives chase. He's got 3 guys surrounding him here. He's got no help support yet. Back in the slot, somehow found back, who now finds it in front for Steele, and he rips it over the shoulder. And that's a beautiful play by this line yet again, as they've got 3 goals in the contest. We saw the first line do a lot of the work last night, and now this line has picked up a lot of the work as Dylan Steele gets his second.
That was a really good job by the Rough Riders to just stick with it. The puck kept bouncing out of the zone, and they just kept pushing it right back in.
And again, as much as I like to say I'd like to see the team shoot as much as they can, they do a great job of finding guys in the best position to let it rip.
Definitely.
And that one, Dylan Steele didn't have to think about it. It went right to him. He just had to decide whether it was going to be under the bar. And he buried his second of the game, and now it's 6-2 Rough Riders. This is more of what we've seen from them at times this season. Polisic now to pick it up. Gets it around for Cooper. Steele is there again. So now the hat-trick watch will be on a multitude of players here for the Rough Riders. Madzi picking it up. They can't get it by Kelly, who now digs this one down low for Back. Back in the slot for Steele, and there's the hat-trick for Dylan Steele.
That was beautiful.
Another great passing play, and that's the 4th goal of the day for this line.
That was just beautiful.
7-2 is the score. And you can tell, I think these players know where each other are out there tonight, as now Goncalves will come in. And that is the end of the game for Evan Williams.
It's just really fortunate that the Rough Riders are not letting some of these cheap shots and very aggressive play by Dallas get to them. Other than Nikita being in the box, I really haven't seen a lot of negative response.
And again, he reacted to something that happened to him directly.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I think, we've seen the team keep their composure overall, as Cale Woodley almost had a chance to bury one seconds into Goncalves jumping in for Dallas. As Sanchez will have to wait for them to get back on sides, now enters the zone. Sanchez back in the slot. The Rough Riders are pouncing here, looking for more. Bosnaev, top of the circle, gets it back down deep. Sanchez across for Marshman. He can't handle. Val Kapolsky tries to just let one rip. It bounces on goal for Goncalves, and he's going to cover here.
Yeah, the Rough Riders are just keeping this momentum and flying. They are just swarming the net down here for the Dallas Snipers.
Sheberoff and Scott now each come out of their respective penalty boxes. So we mentioned the hat-trick watch for Dylan Steele, and on the same shift he buries it. But a beautiful passing play again. They did it back-to-back times there. Eric Back has a goal on this line, and we've seen 3 from Dylan Steele. As now Sanchez takes it back, and a chance for Marshman. His shot just deflected wide by Berdnix. Woodley now gets it. He gets dropped by Vasicek. Still looking for it. The puck is loose, and Goncalves finds it and covers up. So players quick to get in each other's faces, but everyone's keeping their hands down, playing nice, at least for now.
For now, right. Unfortunately, I feel like the end of this period is going to be a disaster, but they're doing good keeping them cool right now.
There's still another period to play after this one as well, and if the game continues to look like it's been decided, expect more of that to continue, but you never know. Lots of hockey still to be played as DeRosier gets it down to Landon. Fitzgerald diving in there as well. Fitzgerald trying to get the puck here from Vasicek, who comes out with it though, but his pass does not make it as Landon gets in there. Fitzgerald puts a shoulder into his man, and then a couple extra shots. Bushman able to get in there. And Albert digs away. Landon rings it back around for Bushman. He's being held on by Cooper. Ladonik. And Fitzgerald all in there, but they can't dig it out. Here's some of the frustration we're talking about. Bushman pushing the head down of Cooper. But cooler heads prevail.
Nikita's on the ice.
Nikita joining his line mates again. Fresh from the penalty box. He spent 4 minutes in the box in this period. is Carl Drew trying to defend Christopher Mingus behind the net. Mingus sends a slash at him. But Bishop gets the puck out as he gets hit by Mingus. And Sheberoff picks up the puck. Mingus sends him into the linesman. And it's chipped down deep. Telegani with it in the corner. Mingus is trying to hit everybody until he finally breaks his stick. Now Drew. Down low for Telegani. He gets hit from behind. It looks like a call coming. So if they can remain calm, a power play should be here for the Rough Riders. But that entire shift, it looked like Christopher Mingus was trying to take someone's head off. And then Telegani picked up the puck and got hit from behind by Birdnix. And they call the cross check. So the Rough Riders will go back to the power play. And this line we've seen with Toutfest, Dylan Steele, and Eric Back has been very efficient. Back playing the point here on this power play. Woodley over on the wing. Toutfest taking the draw. And Dylan Steele, who's got a hat trick tonight, on that other wing. He's got it now here. Drops it off behind the net for Woodley. Woodley back in front for Bishop. His shot taken goes wide and will come all the way out of the zone.
That was a hard shot.
And they'll have to regroup. What does happen often on those plays, though, you miss the net, it will ring around the boards and come out. So you got to be active. Try and keep it in as LJ Newell will slow this one down for Bishop. As Borlis goes right into LJ Newell. And now Steele has it and curls back around. Steele will enter the zone. Borlis takes it from him and tries to backhand it out. They're able to keep it in at first. Now have to regroup as that one did go offside.
Borlis is being talked to, maybe possibly about running into the goalie.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what was going on there, but he went straight for LJ Newell. I think he was trying to get to the puck carrier, but you still have to get out of the way of the goaltender, as LJ Newell was still inside of his crease, and he's fully protected in there. As Ladonic comes through, toe drag, gets a shot. That one goes wide back in front. And they had to play good defense there to keep that one out. Ladonic now with it in the corner, deking away from Bosniev. He's able to create some space for himself, gets it in the corner for Modine. Modine, his pass back in front. Can't find a target. Now Kelly picks it up for the Rough Riders. Kelly takes a slash right in front of the referee, no call. And now here comes Sanchez back in front. Can't get that one to Marshman. But he picks up the puck back for Sanchez. Back to Marshman. Great play. Can't get a clean enough look from that angle. And now Bosniev corrals it. 32 seconds left on the power play. Here's Kelly. Back down low for Marshman. They play catch, and now Kelly steps out of the zone, walks right in. His pass can't get by Graham Scott. Marshman now curls back with it, drops it off for Kelly. Kelly steps out, finds Sanchez in front, and a beautiful pass again. And waiting on the back door was Zane Marshman. And the passing has absolutely been the story here in the second period.
They have done an excellent job with passing. They've had problems with that in previous games, but tonight they are right on it.
The chemistry is really building with some of these lineups, and you can tell by the way they put it together. They know where each other are or where they're supposed to be. And 8-2 now the score, as the Rough Riders have put up 4 in each period.
You know, it's got to be a big relief for Marshman. He has been around the net, shooting and trying to be in position, and he finally got it in. So I'm sure that's a big relief for him. Beautiful
passing play there. Kelly found Sanchez, and Sanchez on the side on the back door to Zane Marshman. And it's now 8-2 Rough Riders on another power play goal. As now here's a chance for Telegani right in the slot, but that one blocked away by Bierkorn. Telegani knocks it out of the air and now sends it in the corner for Sheberoff. Only 40 seconds left here in the period, but the Rough Riders still pushing. Here's Sheberoff. Curls away. Can't get it by Thor, who now gets it back up to Bushman. Bushman back to Sheberoff, now to Albert. Bushman takes a shot, that one high, and now behind the net. Telegani trying to get it in front, but it's covered by Goncalves.
Wow. Well, the Rough Riders are really keeping the momentum in their corner, and they are all playing with a lot of confidence right now, and that's just so great to see.
They've certainly opened things up here in the second period. Even really you could see the difference around the 10-minute mark of the first period. And in that time period, they put up 8 goals. And each one of them really tap-ins almost because of the great passing. As Fitzgerald now wrestling a bit with Mingus. This one sent all the way down Albert. The linesman called that one a bit early as Fitzgerald still jawing a bit with Christopher Mingus. We mentioned he kept his gloves on at one point, but maybe that's not going to last as the ref sending them both to the box now, preventing anything from happening, at least until they're both set free. But it looks like Eaton might be joining Mingus in the box. So a potential power play here for the Rough Riders. Again, if they hold on to their cool, the Dallas Snipers seem to be more than willing to add some of the rough stuff. And if the Rough Riders can just keep their hands down, not throw a punch back, they should be getting power play after power play today.
Yeah, and like you said, we still have a whole other period to go through. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully
14 seconds left here, as they did send each man to the box, although it looks like 5-on-5 wouldn't make much sense with 2 men in the box for Dallas. The referee is still discussing this with one of the linesmen. But Eric Eaton is in the box along with Mingus. This is the faceoff now coming back towards Rough Rider territory, but it looks like there's still 5-on-5. No explanation given, but 5-on-5 is where we are with a few seconds remaining here in this period. Now here comes Cooper. Cooper skating around, looking for an opening. Can't find anything in the middle, but now a shot being taken by Berdnix. And time expires here in the second period. Another 4 goals for Superior. Nothing for Dallas in that period.
It was almost a 6-goal period, too.
Again, you're right. As things were slow to start again in the period, but then as the second half of the period got going, the Rough Riders opened things up with another 4 goals. Yeah. And again, we can say I think passing was on display in that period.
Yes, they've definitely made some very good basic passing that just went to all the right people like it's supposed to.
It just seems like that's what happens when the team has confidence. Mm-hmm. They play well together, and the passing was beautiful, and they set each other up. Dylan Steele scored a hat trick in the second period. Just like Sheberoff ended the first period with a couple of goals, Dylan Steele went off, scored 2 in one shift there. And the Rough Riders did some nice work to put themselves up now, giving them a healthy 6-goal lead going into the third period, and that's what we want to see here at the Sports Table. We'll be back with you in about 15 minutes to bring you third period action.